Hello, good morning. I'm Katie Dutcher from Monterey Bay Meditation Studio and Flourish and Bloom, and I'm trying to get used to my new setup. I was looking over here, now I'm looking over here. Okay, so I'm doing this setup because, again, I want to just demonstrate a practice that I've been finding really helpful. So this is a practice that I learned from my friend and co-teacher at the studio. Her name is Jen Farley, and she's with Shaman Healing Monterey. And this practice, I think that it originally comes from Qigong, but I searched a little bit and wasn't able to find more information. But it's a wonderful practice, especially when you need to kind of transition from one thing to another. So I think I'll show you the practice, and then I'll talk a little bit more about when I tend to use it. So here's what you're going to be doing. So you're going to be starting by rubbing your hands together. So rubbing them together vigorously, and you get some friction and heat and energy going. And then when you've done that for a little bit, then you're taking what's built up here and you're just brushing off. So we start with our head and face, and this is the part that I like most. You just kind of flick it off. So thinking about kind of like taking off, brushing away the stale energy, maybe energy from whatever was happening before, nerves, pressure, anything that's here that's not helping you. You're just brushing it off and you're flicking it into the air. It's going into the earth. The earth knows what to do with it to let it go. So you're doing your face and your head, and then you're recharging. And then we're moving down the arms, front and backs of the arms. Flicking that away. Coming down over the chest, the front of the body, the back of the body, maybe the back of the shoulders. Recharging again. Moving down over the legs, front and back of the legs, feet. And once more, whatever area you feel like you want to go back over, or anything that got missed. So taking a deep breath here. And then you might finish this practice by standing in an open way. So hands are open, chest is open, the knees are soft. And here, just this sense of perhaps receiving. And you could consider, what is it that you need right now? What qualities are you wanting to embody? Maybe openness or calm, but just inviting that in. Feeling that you're standing on the earth, you're grounded. Breathing in the air. Taking in whatever it is that's beneficial. And we can close here. So I'll just say a little bit about what I have been doing with this practice. As I said before, for me, I think it's a really nice practice sometime in the day, especially when you're moving from one activity or responsibility that needs something from you, or that is, maybe it's heavy, maybe it's a little intense, and then you move from something else that is really maybe requiring a different kind of energy for you. So I can imagine, let's say I was moving from like a kind of a heavy discussion or even a disagreement, something that was difficult for me. And then I'm moving into a time where I am like teaching or presenting, and I want to be coming in with my most open and strong and confident light self. So as a transition between the two of them, just allowing myself to really visualize and embody with these movements, just brushing off whatever is still hanging on me. It's not that it's bad. It's that I am like physically and mentally and emotionally switching gears by kind of shaking off, brushing off what is no longer needed, and then that last practice of inviting in what is needed. Um, I don't. I always kind of give this little explanation or disclaimer that I don't really think it matters so much what you might believe about this. For example, some people may believe very much that there is like energy coming and going, or kind of different sort of forces at work here. Some people might feel like it's like maybe they don't really believe in that happening. I don't really think that it so much matters. That's my personal thought, that even if you feel like, oh, this is very woo woo, or strange, just the act of doing something with your body and intending something with your mind does have an effect. That's what I find to be the case. As the years and months go by, I seem to edge a little closer to the kind of woo woo area, but I still have a lot of my kind of logical, practical roots. And so for me, it's kind of just like, well, it's something to try. And if it's something that helps and has you feeling a little more settled and grounded into the next activity, then then what's the harm? It feels really um, grounding for me to do that. So I hope this is something that you'll take on and maybe give it a try, especially at those times when you need it, and see how that feels. I am not sure if I will be doing a video next week or not. I'm going to be traveling. I'm going to try to do it, um, and we will see how it goes. So I'm wishing you, if I don't see you, a really good Thanksgiving, or if you're watching this at another time, a good whatever comes next for you. Thank you.